Hi everyone, welcome to the health tip this week. It's Black Tuesday, so everyone else is doing all these specials, so I figured I'd do this for the first time ever. So I'm actually providing 50% off a number of different special things that are good for your health that we have in the office that we carry. And you'll actually get half off each one of these items. There's a limited amount of each one, so if you see something you like, send an email and say I want to reserve one of those. So I'm going to go through these fairly quickly, just give you an overview, and I might give you some links so you can go look more into detail. First one is called mitochondrial NRG. So if you guys know what mitochondria are, they're the little organs inside your cells. We call them organelles. They actually produce the energy that makes your cells run. So basically all the energy you have depends on your mitochondria, and it's very important that they're fed properly. So this is a whole series of special nutrients that go in to help the mitochondria work properly. And there's a lot of different ones. Resveratrol, there's one called a bunch of B vitamins, and then there's a CoQ10, which is really important. They kind of tell everybody who'd be taking like statin drugs, because statins actually decrease your cell's energy output and cause problems with the mitochondria. They say everyone that's taking a statin should be also kind of supplemented with this CoQ10 as well to make sure that the mitochondria aren't being damaged and that their energy starts to go down because of that bad thing. So that's something you could consider. We have a number of these, so that would be half off. Normal price for this is $60, so you'll be getting half off of that. Next item, we're going to look at this one. This is called Nerium EHT. It looks like a perfume bottle, but inside here is a special, there's a foil thing with some special vitamin mix. This is a very special combination of nutrients that they did some studies on, and it actually helps what we call the tau proteins in your brain. And it actually, in the research studies, they were showing it helps people with memory and focus and concentration. So a lot of people were using it with their kids with ADHD or people who just had like problems remembering things and that kind of stuff. One of my patients bought this, but then he said, I forgot to take it. So that doesn't help. So make sure you put it somewhere where you remember to take it, and it takes some time for this to kind of have an effect on the body, but if you take this kind of regularly for a little while. So this is actually quite expensive because it does a lot of pretty important high-end stuff with the brain. So normal price for this one is $114.95, so you get that for half off, and they just have a couple of these. So next thing, some of the healthy food stuff. We have one last bottle of this special bone broth protein. This is the chocolate one. This is the last one we have. Normally $60, so you get half off for that one. That's the last one in the thing. So it's that bone broth is like gluten-free, dairy-free, all that kind of stuff. It's a good protein source. It's very clean, all that kind of stuff. So that would be good there. This one here, I got a number of these. So this is called Kale Gelatin. So it's specifically from very clean grass-fed cows that are only eating the right diet and everything, so that their protein is very, very clean. But it's a mixture of collagen and gelatin. So what it does is it has a bit of a higher protein content due to the collagen aspect, but the gelatin aspect makes it kind of gelatin. So it's a powder, it's a flavorless powder. But when you can add it to your cooking. So let's say you're making a pie, you can add it to the pie to make the pie kind of like have like a jelly-like consistency. You can actually make jello out of it. I've made jello with this. Have some healthy fruit juices and things like that. Put them together, add this in, and it becomes jello. You can add it to make gravies or custards and those kind of things. So it's a very kind of global, general thing that helps with your cooking. You could even add it to, let's say you're having just a black coffee and you want to make it a little frothier. You can add that to the black coffee. So females, if they might be intermittent fasting, they might want to throw in a little bit of this during the intermittent fast just to get some protein into their system. They found that's kind of beneficial as well. So that's an important one. So we have this as well. So the Kale Gelatin, this is normally $59, so you'll be getting that at half off. And then my favorite sort of sugar alternatives, healthier sugar alternatives, is the Alejandro, the monk fruit sweetener. So it's a 0 glycemic index sweetener coming from the monk fruit and a little bit of erythritol mixed in to kind of make it sort of crystalline and everything else. But you can add this. It doesn't add any calories to anything, but it's sweet. It kind of doesn't have any weird aftertaste like stevia, that kind of thing. So we have two different sizes. We got the big family size here. So this one, you can use this in, just wherever you use sugar, basically, cooking, baking, add it to, your coffee and tea, that kind of thing. So this is a big one. This will last quite a while. So the family pack, this one is $29.99, and then the smaller one is $11. So you get each one of those at half off. So that's one of the things. Another sort of component of this, I actually like these. This is actually liquid monk fruit extract. So there's no erythritol, it's just monk fruit liquid extract here with the B vitamin to stabilize it. So this lasts a long time. Like they say, this could be like 330 servings here. So I just put like maybe 3 to 5 drops in a glass of in a cup of tea basically, and that sweetens the tea perfectly. You can use this in baking and cooking, and it's just totally replacing sugar, no calories, no change in your glycemic index or any of that kind of stuff. And so they have this one, which is like the natural flavored one. And then we have some flavored ones too. So if you do a lot of cooking, you want like a chocolate flavor, they actually have a chocolate flavored sweetener. So these are just drops that you can add it to like whatever thing you're making, so it can give it like a chocolatey kind of flavor. Maybe you're making some shakes or something. And then this one is lemon. So if you just want to have some water, you don't want any calories in it, but you want it to maybe taste a little bit like lemonade or something, you put this in and it'll have a lemony flavor, but it'll be sweet with no calories. So that way you can, some people are just, they don't want to drink just regular water all the time, they just want it to be sweet, but they don't necessarily want anything in it, so just a little bit of that will give it a lemony kind of sweetness. But these last a long time, so they're a really good value. These are normally, I think, around $20 or something like that, so you get those for half off. Okay, so we're getting into the bigger ticket items. For those of you who know, I'm sort of one of the main offices in Canada that's kind of certified in something called the True Cellular Detox Program, which is a very specific thing that's been developed over the last 10 or 15 years to help get toxins out of people's brains and out of their bodies with a whole sort of series of things that people are taking, supplements over a number of months. So there's the big sort of high-end one, which I also have one package of that I could do. Before this came out, they actually had like a sort of like a, we call it like, a Detox Light 101. And it was this program here, it was called the IDS, which stands for the Intracellular Detox System. So what this is just two different bottles of two different substances. So one is called G-Cell and one is called Bind. So what this does is the nutrients in this one help the cells of your body increase their energy in something called glutathione, which is a really important antioxidant which helps your body get rid of toxins. Glutathione is one of the most important things in your body that gets rid of toxins. And this has a specific sort of formulation that helps your body increase its intracellular glutathione levels so that cells can get rid of the toxins from the inside and kind of get rid of them. But the most important thing is just doing that is good, but you don't want those toxins kind of floating around and getting redistributed in your body. So there's two other things that go with it. This is a patented sort of product that's called Cyto Detox. So this is a very specific binder which will go in, grab a toxin like maybe like a mold, metabolite, or maybe like a heavy metal or something like a piece of mercury or something like that, and it'll grab onto it and it does not let it go, but it goes through your body. But typically your body will dump toxins into your bile at night and it'll go through your intestine, but 80% of your bile is reabsorbed. And so you are kind of retoxifying yourself again. So the key to this system is that you take this, helps get the toxins out, but then you start taking Bind here. You take this at nighttime, and this is a special sort of activated carbon with a bunch of other things that actually grab onto the bile and pull it out of your intestine so that when you poop it, you're actually pooping out the toxins from your body. You're not reabsorbing it during the night. So this whole system here is a very special thing. So this here with this together, this is like 160 and this is 120. So you put those together, you're going to get that for half off. And I have a number of these. I have about 9 of these that I can give away. So this is like a sort of an introductory, a light way to get into like the detoxification of your body, sort of a light, so we call it Detox 101. It lasts like a month or whatever it is. So just doing 1 month is never going to get all the toxins out of your body, but it's a start. Okay. So the high-end thing is this big beast here. Okay, this is actually the whole True Cellular Detox Program. Okay, it's a 3-month program that involves some urine tests, some testing here in the office with your eyes on a computer to look at your toxin load, and then you have these 3 specific months of actually taking these supplements that will actually prepare your body to get rid of its toxins, start to take the toxins out of your body with the body phase, and then actually specifically go into the brain and get the toxins out of your brain with the brain phase. So this is really important to actually do it a step-by-step fashion. This is like the high-end, Mercedes-Benz kind of thing, right? And this is typically $2,995 American retail price. People with a certain link, they could get it down to like $1,500, but when we originally got this, just this thing, if we had it in office, it was for $997 Canadian. So you'll actually get that. This is the only one I have, so if you're interested in doing it one time, you'll be able to come in, you can get the urine test, the eye test, and you do the whole thing for 3 months, and you get this whole package for $997, because typically it's like $1,500 or something like that, so you get it at the old sort of price that we had initially. So I'll have some links under these. See, I have like a whole 50-minute explanation of how important this is and how it works. I'll have a link for the True Cellular Detox program so you can see that in a little more detail. But that's a very high-end sort of really, in-depth kind of start to really get the toxins out of your body. And then after you do this, you can do other months to get more toxins out of your brain and continue to take the toxins out of your brain over the next course of the year or so. But those are separate costs after that. But this is the initial sort of 3-month thing. And I only have one of these to kind of offer to somebody during this special. So that's pretty much everything. There's a lot of stuff there, just take it in, look for some links down below the video if I have them, so that way you can look at this stuff a little bit more in detail and see what you might want to go for. But we have this special, half off any of these things. Just let us know right away with an email, and we'll try to reserve what we have. So that's your health tip for this week, our Black Tuesday special. So I've never done it before, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.